Hello everyone, welcome here. In this tutorial we will see how to mirror joints in akeytsu. First of all, you'll need to make sure that your character is perfectly oriented in the world space. For that we have in akeytsu these little pointy tips here in the grid, so you can make sure that your character basically looks in this direction. If it doesn't, it's bad. So make sure that your character node here has 0 curious transforms, especially in rotate, but also in scale. By default in akeytsu, when you create a new character for a new rig, let's say like this, okay, your character should be perfectly oriented and with good transforms. So no scale above 1, no rotate, no move, etc. But of course you can move a character node. Here, for example, if I move this guy here, okay, you can see that I've got some curious transforms in my move, in my rotate. And of course, if my character doesn't look forward, I mean, if my character node doesn't look forward, you will see it here. So basically, you need to have this all set to 0 before you rig your character. Else, the left and right won't be comprehended well by akeytsu. So it's good for the next steps to make sure that your character node is perfectly placed. Then second thing you need to do is understand that this part of the grid is considered the left side and this part the right side. We don't have back and front sides, obviously, because we don't need to mirror from the back to the front side. But yeah, we do have some labels in akeytsu that we need to respect if we want to use the mirror tools. We have mirrors for the joints, for the skinning, and even in animation, if you want to make some cycles, etc. It's all based on labels. So how it works? Basically, akeytsu will expect to find a underscore L or underscore mini L or left but with a match. Okay, all these works. You can have a underscore, you can have a I don't know how to say that in English, a mini underscore, a normal score, I don't know, tell me in the comment. But yeah, I usually just put an underscore and just L, R, and L or R, sorry. So it tells akeytsu, which doesn't have any eyes to see what's inside of the scene. So you need to give him some clues. So this is enough for akeytsu to know that he has to mirror this guy here. Then what you want to do is select the joint from where you want to mirror. So if I select this one and try to mirror, okay, akeytsu will mirror the whole hierarchy before that joint automatically. Which means that if I select, say, this control here, because you can also mirror controls, akeytsu will automatically mirror controls. It will also try to mirror the skinning, okay, but if it doesn't have any data to actually skin the bottom of the leg here, it will try to attach the weights to something logical to him. So in this case, it can look like the root, I guess. So what I want to do is right click here. Okay, so I'm sure to have the hand and the fingers, and then mirror again. Okay, if the joint already exists, akeytsu won't recreate it. So I could have selected with the right click the whole leg here, okay, and mirrored from here, and then akeytsu will just add up the missing joints. I can do the same for the back leg here. So just right click here, or basically anywhere you know your skinning is affected by this joint. So which is really cool in akeytsu, like you can click in a large zone to reach this joint. This is because of that we don't have any controls over the hierarchy, and it's okay. So basically, right click here, you select the wall leg, you control hit to get this controller here, and then just mirror, and you have the right leg. Okay. If you don't label the chain here correctly, so for example, if I got this one, the ankle, just without the left label. If I try to mirror this, okay, akeytsu will just warn me that I can't mirror because one joint is badly named. So it will manage normally if you don't have any IK like this. It should be okay to mirror those, if I'm correct. No. I still don't want. Okay, so that really means that you need to make sure that the wall chain from the starting point to the end point is perfectly labeled. My guess is that if you select the very end joints and don't label them, okay, so say we replace them with a random name, okay. So this is not a labeled end joint, okay. So if I try to mirror this leg here, it won't mirror the end joints. Fine. And this is very just because these joints are not labeled correctly. Just because of that. Okay. And then what we need to do is, of course, reorder the whole stack in the picker. Because it's very important to make sure that your picker is the best organized possible, so you animate faster later. So make sure to reorder these while you are in paint and check. And you can do this reordering at any time you want. So say, for example, I move this here and I go in animation, try some keys, etc. And I find that this order sucks. I can just go back in rigging mode and reorder my joints. It's totally fine. So this kind of allows you to make your file easier to use for very specific tasks and very repetitive tasks, which is very useful. Okay, and I guess that's it about mirroring controls. Oh no, just one last very subtle thing. You know, you have two states here in the character bank. You have the bind pose where you just create joints, not skin weights. Okay, it's just about hierarchy, etc. So here you can experiment, create new joints, etc. And then you have the paint and check. It's not where you create joints, it's where you bind joints to vertices, or vertices to joints, etc. So you summarize a part of your geometry to this little pivot here. Okay, we usually try to see joints as pivots, not as some kind of bones or stuff like this. It's not that, it's just hierarchical pivots. So this means that this button here, mirror skin weights and or rig, it really basically does what it says. If you are in bind pose, you are creating joints. So if you mirror from here, you will just mirror joints, not skin weights. if you are here, akeytsu will try to mirror weights, but if it doesn't see any joints, it will create joints first and then mirror weights. It won't force you to go back in bind pose, create a mirror of your joints, and then mirror the skinning once you're in paint and check. No, it's just too many steps to do a simple task. So yeah, if you want to mirror skinning in addition to your joints, make sure you're in paint and check. Else, if you've made a mistake and mirrored your joints in bind pose, you can safely delete them. It's okay, so make sure first to remove this guy here, then remove this one. So here we can see that the skinning is attached to the pelvis, okay, and here I just mirror my leg and I retrieve all my skin, and it's fine. If you don't want to alter the center joints for any reason, you can make first a vertex selection. So like this, okay, so hit shift, hold shift, then you can marquee drag or lasso drag, it's up to you, so you can select the best part of the character, and then hit alt, so you can remove the parts you don't want. And from here, you can mirror skinning from one side to the other. So I really roughly delete the skeleton so you can see what it does. So, yep. Okay. So what it did is actually just mirror the skin weights on the selected vertices. So this is kind of a mask to project your skin weights. If you don't select any vertices, like it will just consider, okay, I can mirror over the wall mesh, and he would try to find the matching vertices on the other side. But in some really specific cases, mostly on face rigs, face part of the rig, you can have some areas that can be badly affected by the mirror algorithm. So in these cases, you want to make sure that you limit the effect of this tool. So yeah, and now that's it for this tutorial. I hope you've learned a few things. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate if you have any request for another tutorial. Just in case, I've on track a tutorial to import cameras in UE5. I've got one about the root motion, one about the fade in, fade out usefulness, and another about the motion trail. All that in akeytsu. So yeah, if you have another request, really feel free to ask for them, and I will try to make a video as soon as I can. So have fun with akeytsu as always, and see you soon. Bye.